One is only playing indie.
I don't have a list of maps here.
He's going to send you a WhatsApp in a second regarding the maps.
Panic with us, no?
Yeah, but you don't have to invite him. He's not playing today. Okay, can't get stuff.
ASAX have been invited. Wrong.
The Abyss, Demonic, Game Sky.
Because he's not on my side.
And what? Dravid? Is it Dravid? Interesting.
Yeah. Okay, sure.
Okay.
Captain, co-master.
Meet 1000 game.
Did he send you the map list?
What's up?
I'm resuming, so since you're busy getting it ready.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, I'm gonna grab a drink because I think we got like probably 30 seconds before the starts, and then we can get going.
Hello, C3PO. Can you hear me?
ASAX, we're about to start streaming, man, for the tournament.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, so I'll catch you in a little moment.
Me?
I'm not.
Yeah.
Why?
Bryce, can you hear me?
We're about to stream for the game on YouTube and stuff, so you know. Gotta focus. Then I'll catch you after, right?
Shane's a homo.
Guys,
Yeah,
we're streaming, eh?
tell
Can
that.
you please
Yeah.
come on, man?
Aren't I supposed to watch here?
No, you
watch
can
on
watch on
YouTube.
YouTube, man. So I'll send you the YouTube link now, but
Yeah, please.
okay, give me 1 second.
What's up? Basically, CDR rules. I'm just going to speak to the captain now. I just want to get one more person to get invited, and then yeah, we'll go from there.
Only I can hear you in Codcaster, by the way.
Yeah, by the way, I can't.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
I can't hear anything in game yet. Just heads up.
You got no in-game audio?
None.
Are you sure it's not turned all the way down your side?
Let me double check quickly. It's just sending this link for you. What your thing? Okay. Nah, man, it's full. Full.
And if I do
Yeah,
this?
I can hear that. Yeah, I can hear
Okay.
that. But I can't hear them though.
No, I muted them. It was just Bryce that spoke there for a second.
Okay, fair enough.
Alright, I need
Let's
to...
auto assign. Do they want to do a ping test, I presume?
I just need to get the team identity. I'm just going to put it on factions. Actually, let me do it. Podcast team identity. Wait, I don't know.
Hey guys.
Good point.
Hey, how's it, man?
What's up, man? What's up?
Fine and you, just struggling to get in now. Most of the guys. Okay, I see one guy already joined, so it's only the push the oak.
Yeah, I think there's 6 of you guys. He's in. He's
Okay.
at the bottom. I can see him.
Yeah, I see him now.
Okay, sick. Well, we all still cool with what do you call it? The maps. You just need to choose. How about you choose your operator for your domination, and we choose our operator for.
I can't hear these two talking, eh? Should I be able to hear that?
Can you not hear them talking?
No, I can hear when you move
Hard
around
point.
your mouse.
Okay.
Changing the screens
Going
and things, so I can't
correlation
hear them
then.
talking. Strange.
Hello?
It's not too important, man. What they're saying.
No, I'm sure.
For now, we're just I'm just gonna mute in game so that we can do some intros. What's up, Shane? Thanks for joining, man. Sorry, it's been a bit noisy and a bit chaotic. Just been trying to get everyone's setups going, get guys connected, get the maps sorted.
No problem, man. Thanks for having me. This will be a good game, I think.
Yeah, so this is a friendly scrim between two fairly large communities. You could say this is the beginning of a budding relationship. So, and I'm sure some serious bragging rights.
Yeah, I'm very curious. I'm not overly familiar with the ASAX guys just yet, but I am quite curious to see how they play because obviously we know Origins and they're one of the top teams that we have in quite a large community that's really started growing over the last couple of months. So I'm very curious to see how they stack up. And it'll just be nice to meet new players, right? Always good to grow the community, see if we can get a bit of a relationship. I'm presuming that Escanor is part of their team.
Yeah,
Maybe
see,
change
shout
race
out
tag
to
on.
all my friends. Give us a sign. What's the sign? What's the sign? Chris says he's on TV. Who's Chris? Chris, are you stream sniping, bro? I think I've got a delay as well though, so they might only hear this late.
Chris would be Harrow
Please put it on Team
Pre.
Deathmatch.
He's part of our community.
Okay, game setup. They want it on Team Deathmatch. Okay. Right, so we're going to start out with a ping test just to check everyone's connection, make sure that they're playing all right and it's running all right, and we'll see how it goes from there. I don't know if they're going to be ready soon. Let me just check in with the guys. Bryce, I've put it on Team Deathmatch. You guys can start assigning, or you can just leave it on auto assign.
Okay, cool. Yeah, just wanted to chat to JC here. We just want to sort out operators. We haven't done that.
That's fine. We'll take coalition, like I said. For
Oh, sweet.
domination.
Okay, no problem.
So ASAX
Okay,
will be
cool.
coalition,
And
eh?
then
Yes.
but that's for domination. Yeah, that's for domination.
Mm.
Okay, so I'm not going to put team names up then, guys. I'm just going to keep it on coalition and allegiance. I'm not going to put the team names.
Legions for Legions for us on hardpoint.
Okay, all right.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, perfect. We'll just do the ping test and then we can chat, bro. We're easy going.
Awesome. Thanks, dude.
No problem, bro.
Okay, coalition,
There we go.
and then we just need to change this TNT to ASAX.
At least we got a bit of consensus now. Oh, got this DC there.
Yeah,
Oh,
there was
two.
a playlist update, eh? So I think some guys might have had to restart.
Fair enough.
Okay, so coalition is ASAX. Okay, I've got it the wrong way around. No, wait.
The team's a bit of a mixture, it looks like, between PlayStation, Xbox, and PC.
So it looks like we've got ASAX here.
Let's see how that plays out.
And then team 2 is Nexus. I think the first one is, I think I got it right, but I'll check on Team Deathmatch so I can...
Oh, well, I mean, the first one's just going to be a ping test anyway, right? I don't think it's a train smash, whatever you pick.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter, yeah. Team 1, yeah, I'm pretty sure green, the top one is Koal, yeah.
Ah, we'll find out shortly, right? Worst case scenario, just fix it after the ping test. I think we can be forgiven for ping tests of the names. Looks like someone's running the 30mm on the M4 there.
Where do you see the M4? Oh, there you are, the 9mm. The
9mm, sorry, yeah.
30mm, yeah, that's a big...
Imagine
that's
it's a
big-
cannon! Blast the shit out of
I'm
everyone!
pretty sure
Die!
the Warthogs are firing 30mm.
I don't know what popped into my head there. Can you imagine? That'd be quite a fun gun to have.
Yeah, a mobile Warthog.
You'd never lose, man. You just spray the entire map and everything dies.
Yeah. Okay, ready for ping. All right, let's do this. But coalition only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Allegiance has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me just check. 6v5? Question mark.
Yeah, well, there were two that DC'd, right? The demonic guy and I can't remember who the other one was.
Okay, I'm starting.
Actually, it's not much of a mixture. They're mostly Xbox players.
Hero. We got little sticks of the hero. Chris with the hero. That's very late. Sorry, guys. I've just been trying to sort everything out on the front side here. I haven't checked too many comments.
Please do take note, guys, that there is a bit of delay between what's actually happening real time versus what will appear in the stream. So if we comment a little bit later on what you might have typed, or if you hear it's a bit off, forgive us.
Yeah, and also, guys, let me know if you can hear my voice alright. I've got a new mic. I haven't calibrated it yet in the streaming software. Alright, let's see.
These summits is fixed.
Play it well, enable. I should have taken a smaller map, eh?
Probably.
It's team
This ping test
deathmatch.
is going to take a while.
Guys, it's ping test, guys.
Speaking, as we know, can be a bit of an issue. PC versus consoles, so in terms of ping, just hope that it's acceptable. Guess we'll find out shortly, right?
Yeah, I really should have taken a smaller map.
I mean, they're dying. Maybe not quickly, but they are. Are you done? Are you satisfied?
I think don't know if they've had enough time, but I took a bit of a big map, so...
9 people died
fault.
overall, so we'll find
Sorry
out.
guys, I took quite a large map there. Not bad. Game Sky or GameSky? Sorry guys, I ended up taking a bit of a big map for a ping test, but how did it feel?
Yeah, I'd say GameSky.
Okay, no responses there.
Oh, perhaps the update that you mentioned earlier. Comments. It's chilled. Guys, can you hear the casters? Eddie, Kyle, who is that girl casting with you? Hi, Ed. Your voice is beautiful. I'm presuming that's for you. Quality of the stream is very bad. That's strange. Shouldn't be. I saw this Eddie guy. I do not appreciate that comment.
Quality
Mr.
of the
Eddie.
stream is very bad. Guys, can the rest of you just confirm if the quality of the stream is bad?
You might just want to check your side, hey? As far as I can tell, because I'm checking it now, stream quality seems pretty good.
Okay, let me just do one thing here. One more thing. Well, first, let's just drop my frame rate. Can I?
I've double checked the stream, man. The quality is perfect my side, hey? So
Let's drop this down to 60.
do you have 3 different refresh rates there?
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. How the hell did you get that setting right?
Okay, so we should be streaming at 60 and playing at 60. I just want to check that.
Yeah, Eddie and Little Six have both confirmed that it's good quality on their side, huh?
Okay.
Not that I really care for this Eddie guy's comments anymore. Damn it.
Let's put Gamecast down high as well, above normal. Okay, I'm hopping back in game. Sorry guys, you might have moments where the stream quality does dip again. It's just that when I'm minimizing and changing some settings, but I shouldn't need to do that again, so let's see.
RHP, I wouldn't worry, man. We haven't had any games yet. We just had a ping test, which completed. We didn't really get much feedback about it, but I don't think there's been any complaints. If there was, I'm sure we would know. So games should be starting shortly.
You know what we didn't check though?
What didn't we check?
Let me just check scoreboard. Coalition, Allegiance. I think I had it right. Yeah, Coalition and Allegiance. Yeah, I had it right.
Mm-hmm. Names. Yeah.
I love you, Shane.
Oh, I'll take your ring back. I love Eddie. Eddie's great.
I think. I wonder if Eddie's a girl actually.
Maybe. Who knows?
Who is that girl?
Hey, you already read that one. What's your problem? Leave it alone.
It's just really funny, man. It's just really funny.
Glad you're amused.
You've got Some would say you're the songbird of our generation.
Oh, some would be lying, but I'll take it.
All right, so Lucio Erasmus. Okay, he says he fixed it. Awesome sauce. Thanks, man. Thanks for the feedback. We are ready. Guys, want to start? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, let's do this.
Oh, I got a heart from the Ed man. Well, Ed woman. The Ed.
Virtual hug. That's what I see here. Colon, virtual hug, colon.
I can see like a heart and a hug. It's I don't know, some sort of emoji thing.
All right, so we're hopping into the first game now. Do I have the scoreboard and everything correct? Where the heck did I just teleport to? All right.
She's like, "Rose map's a lot bigger than I remember." The hell?
It's been a while since we went hard on this, Shane.
That's a fair point.
Okay, so how many people have loaded in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There we go. Come on, you can do it.
6. We got 6.
Yeah.
All right, we got 6 on whiskey. We got 6. Well,
On
whiskey. I
Nexus
just read the
side.
name. Okay. All right, so first hard point is here in the middle, between both spawns, right in the center. You'll see generally what you notice with the a bit loud. I can't even hear myself. Okay,
Yeah,
generally
there
what
we
you'll
go.
notice is these guys often don't actually fight over this point. They just contest, or more of a prevention strategy to just stop guys from getting points. Because if you're dying a lot on this point, it actually sets up really badly for the follow-up point on this.
100%. And
Especially if you're
rotations
coming
are very
from,
important on the first
Nexus
side as well. Mm.
Yeah, you really want to get around on that first one so that you can be spawning really close to the second point, point 2. I can see a rotate coming out already from the Abyss ASAX. I think that's the captain of their team. Oh, we got a
Wow.
pistol
Handgun
kill by Gameski. Gets taken out. Rotation prevented by Slevin Calibra.
Yeah, Slevin is already good on the board there. Hey, 7 kills with 0 deaths. He's doing pretty well, holding there. Holding out pretty well. Let's see what they can do.
Yeah, so they're giving up the point. The last few seconds of the point looks like they gave it up a little while ago, and already locked up on Nexus. Already locked up on the second point. We've got, if you look at the map there, we've got a very good spread. That prevention, that bridge prevention to stop the ASAX guys from pushing around over the bridge and getting in behind that spawn. But it looks like they just want to push through the cave.
Yeah, through the middle.
A bit of a funnel there.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think they might be just trying to attack from a bit too one-dimensional of an angle. When it comes to this map specifically, I think that rotation early on can be one of the key things. If you can get that set up for the second point, you can be in a good starting position. But to give credit to Nexus, they're really hard to push around. Origins is really proficient at keeping these points.
Well, I mean, they better be, right? We've podcasted how many of their games. They've played quite a lot of this. Looks like, I can't tell the number of number 0 or number 9. Berg is not aware of this push. Are you standing on top of him?
How on earth?
How have they not seen each other? Oh
That
man,
was
I
interesting
need
to
guys, someone clip that if you can, please. I don't know how. I'm
That
gonna
was
clip it on my
interesting to
side.
see. One thing that you guys will
that was
notice, by the way, while you watch this game, is Nexus is very, very quick on their rotations. Generally between 20 and 15 seconds prior to the point switching, you'll see at least 1 to 2 players that'll switch.
If you check here, ASAX has taken back the point, but he's got reinforcements coming up from behind him. I wonder if he can take them out. I'm trying to get onto him, but the game sometimes just doesn't let you switch in time. And Nexus has taken back the point, and a double kill there by Vanilla, just shooting straight in one direction. The guys are really funneling themselves here. I don't think they're doing themselves any favors.
Yeah, in terms of slaying, it looks like Vanilla, Slevin, and C3PO are doing a very good job of giving ASAX a hard time. Just to try and push on point when you've got these 3 people slaying like this. 10, 12, and 11 apiece already. Makes life very hard for them.
Oh, sneaky player in the smoke. He's abandoned the point, but so has ASAX. I really like ASAX. It's a name that's very easy to remember.
Yeah. Let's see what they can do.
Nexus has cleared up the prevention squad. And now it looks like they're going to be funneling again through the left and the right of the cave. Oh, but they take out Slevin, one of the main... Oh, gets taken out by Berg and Race, and Alfred with a double kill on the point.
Yeah, if you take a look at what Nexus does, they're very good at spreading out when each point, and they each hold a really good angle. If ASAX wants to try and push them, I would suggest that they perhaps just try and perhaps do a bit more of a spread and come from more angles. They're going to have a very hard time when they funnel in.
Oh, they do have a successful flank coming up from the side and behind, but I think they're probably going to look to abandon the point now.
Yeah, with 18 seconds left on the point, it
Yeah,
might
you
just
see
be a
they've
better
got,
idea to move on.
Race doing that rotate already for the follow-up point at the shed.
Yeah, and especially on this next point, I think that there's a lot of angles you can work with. If you can lock this down early on, it becomes very difficult to push this point.
And we've got that first prevention by Race on the bridge, and he's got two coming up for him.
That's interesting to see.
Try wrap around again.
Draven, I believe. Draven running a AK. Not something you see very often in these sort of matches.
And if you look here, something interesting that both teams are doing there in the center. They are both contesting over that center, that center prevention spot very effectively, but they're holding it quite far forwards, which is something we saw in a lot of the top tier divisions as well. They want to prevent you from getting anywhere near that half-end point of the map.
Very true. A little bit of map control can be the changing factor.
But if you look here, they've got very little holding over this bridge now, further up, so it's all long range from this point. But we've got Zero coming in for a flank there, Race on the flank.
No trophy system down on point there. That was interesting to see.
Race coming up for a big flank here.
Oof. Gets that one kill.
Gets taken out on the flank. I don't know if you noticed the guy lying there on the bridge.
I don't
and
think
again,
so.
we're back to point one on this rotate, and this is
looking very one-sided so far, but I mean, it's only the first round, right? We can see what happens in the next few matches.
Well, look, these ASAX guys, from what I understand between the two captains, is ASAX is really looking to improve and play against some good teams, and I think this is with the performance of Nexus last year, winning and coming in, at least podium finishing in almost every tournament they played in. This is definitely a place to start if you want to play one of the best teams.
No, 100%. Nothing to be ashamed of when you're playing against Origins. They're a very good side. Very coordinated, have all their strats down. You're going to have a hard time winning against them under the best of circumstances. So if you want to play against a team where you can learn from, I think they've definitely picked the right side. Just like you said.
100%. All right, let's check. What is the next map? That was over pretty quick. Next map is Hackney Yard Domination. One of our favorite old maps, man. Okay, so mode, domination, map. Oof. The Nexus guys really know this map inside out.
They're gonna have a bit of a hard time here.
GG from Eddie and a ha ha ha. I think he's laughing at Berg. I don't know who it was, Berg, and I think it was Whiskey, just basically standing on top of each other.
Yeah, it could either be that, or it could be the fact that we couldn't decide if we were going to call him a boy or a girl. Either one.
Well, that's what happens when you have the two greatest. So Allegiance, okay, so they haven't changed teams, which is good. So the two greatest spies in the world are practically invisible to each other.
Yeah, jeez. What would have been amazing to see if only he had lied down as well. They could have been buddies.
Okay, so everybody's ready. Let's hop into it.
Getting a bit of nostalgia yet.
Oh, dude, you know what, Shane? I've said this multiple times. You know, I love the competitive play. I love that we're playing at the highest level. I really enjoyed the game, but the drive behind the developers to support competitive for me, it really ruined the game for me. So that's why I stopped.
I do empathize with that. I wish they could fix that. It
Dedicated servers not working, cross-platform lag issues. It was a nightmare.
No,
but let's see. Let's see how these guys play out. These guys still want to keep doing it, so we're happy to help and codcast where we can. So this is our first codcast of the year, so forgive us if we're a little bit rusty.
A little. I'm pretty sure if someone scraped me, you'd just see tons fall off. Let's see how it goes.
Just be like someone slapped you. It'd just be a red powder.
Exactly.
So the Nexus going for the full commit rotation onto A.
Yeah, I actually was fortunate enough to play against them the other night in just a bit of a scrim, and it took me by shock. I was trying to hold that back. Very difficult thing to do when Origin pushes it through like that.
But it looks like they failed on the push, but no, they just took it back, and they've taken B back as well, and ASAC's going to have to settle for C.
Yeah, a very common strategy here, and a very popular strategy, just to hold A and B. If you
Do they know
can
about
get
this
that
rotate?
lockdown,
He's dead silent.
really hard to push.
Ooh, the Abyss ASAX takes him out on A. Looks like they're going to get A back. Great
play.
play by ASAX. But Nexus, I was going to say swarming in, but it looks like they're just sending 2. But that looks about right. Ooh, knife kill.
Knife!
Knife and a gun kill on point A. Very strong pincer movement there.
A seems to be quite the competitive zone at the moment.
Very good stretcher, having 2 guys up front, one top L, one bottom L. Man coming ADSing around the corner very slowly, gets taken out.
Yeah, one thing that I have to comment on is just in terms of learning for ASAX, it's never really a good idea to try and peek those corners slowly. Best idea is to either slide, jump, or just take the corner quickly. As an average rule, you should get dead advantage from a camera angle.
Yeah, and you know that if they are holding it well there, you really need to try taking control over that office spot. If you can hold this office spot, you can really prevent anyone from taking control from an A side. So you know, pushing directly through that obvious entrance is just going to get you pinched all too often. And another thing is mechanically, you can see that these Nexus guys are mechanically have spent hours and hours doing their aim training and you can see that they can take an SMG at 50 meters and not miss too many of their shots. So they're quite confident to rush around a corner and take those long range shots.
No, 100%. I can see from experience, winning gunfights one-on-one against the Origin guys is always a challenge. It doesn't really matter. Even if you're really good, it's still a fight.
But let's move on from how much we think Origins is great. Talk a little bit more about the game. So what you saw there is that Dravian managed to take that top L, but was very hesitant on pushing it and taking it. And his comm should have been to the team, look, take top L down, someone push up with me, because if you can take that top L and hold it, that's a very good spot to cover your guys while recapturing B.
Yeah, I would say half a game as an average rule, generally speaking, will be comms. So just communicating with your teammates, making sure that everyone's aware of what's going on. Might just be something, obviously we can't hear their comms, we can't see what's going on, but I mean if they do communicate, I think they'll have a lot easier time in terms of pushing those zones.
Yeah, and you can even see their loadouts. These guys have not played too much competitive play.
Yeah, it's a Kilo, I believe, right? Yeah. He's running.
You know, he's even just running scopes. It's very inefficient to run a scope. You know, rather just get your aim right with iron sights, because getting that ADS speed and putting the attachments on to improve your ADS speed is going to help you win, half the fights you wouldn't win otherwise.
Yeah, for anyone who's busy watching this stream and is also looking to improve their game, if you want to be competitive in this sort of mode, speaking as an average rule, M4 is going to be your best bet in terms of if you're looking for any sort of AR. MP5 is a general run, and no scopes, just like Kyle mentioned now.
Just
you're going to look for the best ADS speed. You're going to look for the best ADS speed you can build on the gun with the best ability.
Yeah. In comp, it's about time to fire and damage. You got to learn how to control the recoil yourself. You know, you don't build it for recoil control. You want to learn to control all that recoil yourself, because it's all about time to fire, ADS time, and damage. So you want to choose the weapons that give you that. And the M4 generally fits that quite nicely. I think the Ram is a very good weapon as well.
Yeah, Ram's one of my favorites as well.
Ground Kilo are just a bit too slow.
Yeah, and if you guys watch this game, for example, just take a note of some of these fights. If you see an M13 as an example coming up against an M4, if you have an even exchange of bullets, you're going to see the M4 is going to win every time. It's just a matter of damage. What's happening here? Not that the M13 is a bad gun, just let me just remind you, it's a good gun.
Look, at the end of the day, you being comfortable with the gun is going to matter a lot more than how good the gun is, because DPS is only effective for the amount of shots you land, right?
Very true. And if you become proficient after landing headshots, you should be able to kill very quickly. Let's take a look at what we're doing here. So...
Little sticks, don't forget the M13.
There you go. Oof.
Even and that crosshair placement was perfect for that final kill there.
Yeah, and if you guys take note of some of these kills, you'll see what they do is they line up their shot, because you predict, once you become very proficient in these sort of maps and these sort of games, you'll be able to predict where your enemy player should be when you turn a corner. So you'll see that normally it almost looks like they know where they are. It's just a matter of crosshair placement.
So little sticks. So unfortunately, when it comes to high-level competitive play, it's all about damage output and you know how effectively you can use the weapon. And unfortunately, the M13, while it's great, it is a good weapon. It just doesn't, and the MP7, they just don't necessarily keep up with the other guns. But again, if you're comfortable with it and not the other guns, then you should use what you're comfortable with.
No, 100%.
I say that, but if you're comfortable with the scope, you're doing the wrong thing.
There's no judgment on you as a player. It's just about, you know, being effective and being efficient.
Sorry guys, we're not swapping between players here too much. I'm spending a lot of time just talking. Give us a shout out if you want to watch a very specific player. Happy to move across to them.
Or if you guys would like a zoomed out view to try and get an idea of the strats being run here. That might be good for the guys to see you know what Origins is doing in terms of holding these points, their placement. So you'll see what they love to do as well. So they'll love to. This is just for general play. People love to hold what we call aircon, and then top and bottom L.
Aircon and outside office there, the dustbins. They
Yes,
rotate.
100%.
If you look at how they spread across the map, that top side of the map, if you can hold that and you can keep your mid clear and the guys and one or two to three guys on the point, depends on if it's 5v5 or 6v6. But if it's 5v5, you want one guy in the mid, and then generally you just want to prevent that rotation, because if you can prevent that rotation and lock down mid, all you've got to worry about at that point is B, and then your slayers can really just concentrate on locking down that B point.
Just another thing to take note of, if you're going to play in competitive games with these sort of things, as an average rule, I see some of these guys running Overload, which is obviously, it's a friendly competition, there's no problem with that. But you're not going to be allowed to do that, generally speaking. So you'll have to just try and, what people often do is they'll set the team up with, say, 2 to 3 ARs, and the rest can be SMGs. It's a normal run, normal style. You agree with that, Carl?
Yeah, so you generally run a main and then a secondary pistol, or you can't really use overloaded. But it's CDL rules, so I don't think the guys are using overloaded anyways.
Oh, I saw a guy was running a sniper now. I was fairly sure.
Well, you can run a sniper. You might not have had another gun. I did see the guy earlier with a sniper rifle and a Renetti, so he might have just picked up someone else's weapon.
True. Well, just as a bit of advice, in a map like this, in a mode like this, a sniper is just unfortunately just not going to do you justice. I mean, unless
And also,
of course,
I
you're
mean,
an extremely proficient sniper,
that
maybe.
team is mostly console, so they might be suffering from the dreaded console lag. I'm not sure.
No, that's very true.
Is it just
Maybe
me,
we
or
can
am I
just check.
seeing 7 players on the ASAX side? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players on the ASAX side. Someone joined here unfairly.
Well, I don't think the Origins guys mind too much, considering
Yeah,
everything.
we've got follow Poofster. Okay, that is Poofster.
They're calling in the reserves. They're calling in the big guns.
Let's try to get to Poofster. What number is Poofster?
Jeez, he hasn't been assigned a number. Huh? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for them.
Demonic. Poofster is dead the whole time. Dravian. I'm trying to swap across to Poofster. It doesn't actually give me a number to swap to him. Sorry, guys.
Well, it's not a big deal. It looks like he's unfortunately having a bit of a rough game anyway.
Yeah, there we go. We got Poofster.
19.
We got Poofster now. Overkill, yes, overloaded. Fuck.
Yeah, so somehow
Sorry, guys,
some
it's been a
of the
while.
guys are running it.
No. They're just correcting us, calling it overload. It's overkill, man. Yes, we sound like such amateurs. You'd think we didn't spend the whole of last year playing competitive.
Yeah,
God.
please forgive us, guys. It hasn't. It has
It's
been a bit
January,
of
guys. It's January. We're broke. We're tired.
I promise you, we'll pull our socks up. Give us a stream or two. Get back in the mode.
Overkill, gents. Oh, man.
Well, I'm feeling burnt.
Yeah,
Thank
you're making
you.
me blush here, man. Making me blush here.
Looks like Poofster's trying to defend himself there. Unfortunately, taken out.
Okay, well,
Wow, if you take a look at, not that KD's as an average rule or something important in these modes, they really aren't. But winning your 1-to-1 fights is very important. And if you look at the currently race is sitting on 29 for 4. It's,
Vanilla on 30 for 13. 30
looking
for
very
4.
dangerous.
Wow.
That is very impressive.
Also, guys, keep in mind this is a 7v6 game at the moment. There's just nades everywhere.
And speaking from people who, hard to believe, yes, have competed in this professionally, I promise. When you're talking, even adding one person, so a normal CDL rule should be 5-on-5. When you add 1 or 2 extra players, it completely changes the dynamic of a game.
Well, I mean, I think that goes. I think it leans a bit more heavily to when you're on like the lower end scales. Like if you're on a 5v5 and you add a 6, that's huge. But if you're 6v6 versus 6v7, I don't think it's as much because you've got enough people to cover the whole field anyhow. But if you're on 4 versus 5, you don't have enough people to cover the field.
Very
All
true.
of a sudden, flanks become a major problem.
I'm just reading our comments. Noob casters, except for Kyle. He's a
That's
pro. Good for you, Kyle. Kim Cream, help me out, bro. Come on,
sorry,
Kim, help
man.
me out.
Kim,
Defend me from this Ed.
I'm pretty sure it's Kim Kramer and not Kim Creamer.
I realized
Kim
that. I try to
Cream.
just keep quiet. Leave me
Kim
alone,
Cream.
bro. Can't read, can't cast. So, yeah, I'm just here for you to laugh at this point. Enjoy.
Okay, so I think Brass, Arcliffe, Peak, S&D.
Oof.
Too
That should
many
be interesting.
players. Arcliffe, Peak, S&D.
I mean, perhaps he can somehow join once it's started. I don't think so, though. S&D's a bit more strict.
I would lock it down, but I can't do it from here. I'd have to go out of the lobby. Arcliffe, Peak,
Yeah.
S&D. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we got 6. Okay.
I guess we
Ready.
consider it a rotation, shall we?
GG boys, well done. Kim Cream.
you never let it go, do you? You just gotta hang on to that thing. It's worse than like a pit bull.
GG
Worse than
Nexus.
Zeus.
Alright, sorry, but ready. Okay.
It's fine, you're a good caster. I hope that's for me, bro. If it is, thank you so much. I'd appreciate it, little sticks.
Yeah, well played, guys. And I mean, for the ASAX guys, if you're watching, this can be extremely frustrating. So keep your heads up. I mean, when we started, it was really hard to want to continue.
That's very true.
It's the enemy ape, boys. It's the enemy
Oh.
ape. Oh, okay. Okay, it's
Okay.
Kim. Okay, it's Kim, the regular Kim.
I see.
All
Fair
right.
enough.
Okay, Kim Cream. Let's do this.
Just
Okay, Shane,
call
you're
it
gonna
Queen from now on.
you're gonna have to hold up, man. I need to go pee quick, dude.
No problem. Okay, you guys can't lay into me too much here. Huh? Unfortunately, I don't have control over switching cameras, so we're just gonna have to go with what we get. Aw, that looks like you legend. You are my hero of the day.
I'm back, Lightning P.
Damn, how the hell did you do that?
I've got a really tiny bladder, dude. It only holds 50 mils.
She's like a bro. I couldn't pee that fast if I tried.
I don't have a 50 mil bladder, guys. So I don't think I do.
Well, it sounds like you do if you were that fast. Let's see what
All
we
right,
got
so
here.
we got a
Okay, so
straight on
S&D
mid.
is a very different mode.
Yes, S&D is very different. This is the best podcast. Okay, so the guys are
100%.
looking to whiskey. There's not going to be anyone in your whiskey, my dude.
Looks like we've got demonic down already, unfortunately. If there's any mode where you need to coordinate your team, make the right call-outs, push together, and watch your back, it's S&D. And unfortunately speaking, it looks like ASAX has had a bit of a rough start. 3 people down.
Yeah, and Vanilla's on the same spot we always see him on in all of our podcasts.
And he always somehow magically kills people from there, irrespective.
Yeah, so a complete lockdown on a map these guys have played 1,000 times.
We have 2 players left on the ASAX side. We got Whiskey and Dravidon.
You can still hear me,
Oh.
right?
Yes,
Okay.
100%.
Does you pee
Yes.
in the sink?
It's a fair question, bro. How did you do that?
I mean, I didn't. The toilet's right next to the sink, and I've got a bathroom here, right by the room. So
Let's see.
I just.
Okay, so that was a bit of a
just good,
quick match. Oh, let's try and follow the players here. Get good commentation off.
And also, you can see
Commentating.
perhaps the ASAX guys aren't aware necessarily of. You know, when you've played this map enough and you've run enough drills on this map, you know how far the enemy team can be by X amount of time if you're running a specific line. And you can see where they're stopping. They're not too aware of where to expect an enemy presence at a certain point in time of that initial rush.
Yeah, something to take note of is if you listen out, don't worry about the camera so much, is that something that even Nexus Origins has practiced now is you'll hear nades going off. They're predictive nades. So you literally learn the time it takes on average for a player to get to a certain area, and there's certain spots that you'll preemptively nade. I think they might have, I'm not sure if they even got a kill in this specific one using those nade spots. Let's see.
Okay, I was trying to get to Alfred on that flank, but didn't get him in time. We've got Dravian with the... What's the score? Wait, I want to just check. Not the score, sorry. I just want to see the kills there.
Yeah, it is.
11 on the 1-for-1 trade. Very good to keep those cooperative angles.
Holding their just off fountain.
But yeah, I mean, it's good to have some new competitive teams in the mix, man. I hope ASAX sticks in, and I'm sure Nexus guys are absolutely open to keep practicing. The Nexus community is being put together to really grow the community and build the community. So,
100%, and even I'm sure that even we would help if they requested it. I have no problem. If that's something they wanted to do. Let's see.
Oof.
Race is taking the spot.
No,
I think he's seen him.
Gets taken out. Very clutch kill there, and good backup from Vanilla. Vanilla is player number 6, yes.
Unfortunately, ASAX has only got 2 players left. Whiskey and...
I'm trying to go across to him. There we go.
Unfortunately, not quite having eyes there.
DCP in the sink. Come guys, we need more comments, man. You're making us fun for us. There's only 10 of you guys. So bring it in.
Last kill there by Alfred. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Do you want to just really zoom out on this last one? I'm just curious to see what sort of lines they're running.
Well, I mean, you can check it on the map. Let me just enable the minimap quickly. Codcast. There we go.
We can try and just predict the fights as well. Let's take a look here.
Well, we've got...
Okay, so looks like we've got a B push coming.
Yeah, big B push. We've got... I want to get to number 8. Open on the field, yeah. C3PO does not see the third.
Let's see.
Very good nade. Very good nade.
Pushes him out and takes him. There we go. Yeah, he used the nade just to push him out of position and then take him out.
Oh, I want to get on to
I don't know if you guys have noticed, if you see number 6 on the Origin side, what he's doing is he's more just trying to make sure that there's no rotation coming around their backside of their team and slowly pushing up to give assistance where needed. It's always good in these sort of S&D matches just have someone, not necessarily right at the back, but just watching to make sure no one comes around.
Yeah, on S&D, it's absolutely has nothing to do with how many kills you get. Because you know, if you get 3 kills, and those 3 kills is won you 3 games because you prevented a dangerous rotation, you've done your job. Flaming Weenie, can't wait to get the next season kicked off. We'll be back online from next week. Oh, that's good to hear, man. That's good to hear.
It'd be good to play with you again, man. Mr. Weenie.
Well, Flaming Weenie was part of the older G2 team, if I'm not mistaken, in the last season. As far as I know, that team has disbanded. Well, the name still exists, but a lot of the players have moved out and moving on to greener pastures. But I'm sure that team will be put back together again.
Unfortunately, it looks like the ASAX players are still being a little bit aggressive at trying to push angles that are.
Look, you
really
can't blame them, right? They haven't played this map enough times to really know where to go. And look, I mean, we've had games where we played against a squad that we absolutely demolished. We take them into a training session, show them what the map actually means, and what the areas of the map mean to the strategy of how you play it. And the next day, big difference in play in one day. So if the guys just spend the time building their capabilities on the map, they can see major improvements.
Okay, so we've got 2 more comments here. What classes do you run, casters? So that's obviously for us. And the Flaming Winnie, can't wait to lots of love. That's good to hear, man. I'm glad everyone's still such good terms. Do you want to go first with the class? I really don't mind.
Classes.
I'm presuming it just means our loadouts as a general rule.
Well, I mean, perks, you want that double time most often than not. Ghost is fairly useless because very few people are running heartbeat scanners because it's all about knowing exactly what's happening on the map. But sometimes you can run Ghost. So most of the time, it's going to be your... Sorry, I'm just trying to pay attention to the game at the same time. But your classes you use for competitive are very different to what you would use for public and very different to what you use for Warzone.
Yeah, but if you're talking competitive, I think EOD is also a very competitive.
Oh yes, EOD is an
perk, huh?
absolute must. Yeah.
Because trust me, preemptive nades are almost on any professional team. You're going to have a preemptive nade, and believe me, that EOD will save your life more often than not. So that's almost a necessity. And in terms of loadout run, SND you can run a sniper, and if you do, for me personally, it'll be the AX50. It's an average rule. The builds are very standardized. Virtually everyone uses the same build.
That was an insane shot. I need to see this.
Very good. And then the same thing will apply for M4. Hey? So M4 will be something like no stock. Is almost a must-have on nearly any loadout you're running, except for obviously the sniper. Oof! Wow.
Oh, great shot! Great shot.
Yeah, that was a very good shot. But Vanilla is very proficient with the sniper rifle. As you can see, he's running the AX50. If you're going to run a sniper rifle, S&D competitive, it's always going to be that. What I care Warzone is Asphalt.
I know Warzone is Asval. Oh, Asval all the way. You can take whatever you want as long as you're carrying an Asval and a Car 98.
Look,
right,
if you're talking Warzone, you can't really compete with that gun unless you're going down to the Cold War guns, eh?
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, yeah, the FFAR is going to be your best bet, but it looks like all the guys are moving into Coalition. Let me go see what's up.
Shame on ASAX is not feeling too demotivated.
GG's,
guys. Thanks, guys. Much appreciated. You must come join me. Cool, we can chat up.
No, we'll do.
Yeah, man. Maybe you guys, we can train together and just keep the Scrim, and we would love to help you guys out.
Well, look, guys, Codcaster here. If you want to go watch the replay, it should be live tomorrow or in the next 12 hours. You can go check it out. We do talk a lot on, some of the mistakes and some of the learnings that you guys can make. Maybe worth checking out. But
yes,
the
thanks.
Nexus guys will be more than willing to help you. They've played these maps 1,000 times competitively, so all you need is a little bit of learnings on the maps, and it'll make a huge difference for you guys.
100%. Even
we'll do.
if you guys want to ask questions maybe later on.
Easy, you guys can move.
Just,
GG guys. Cheers.
Well played, GG guys.
GG guys.
Alright.
GG guys.
GG.
See
you in the Discord if
can make
you're going to come.
the difference in your game.
Okay, I'm moving out of the game. Let's mute the game. There we go.
But yeah, thanks to everyone who watched. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me, Echo.
Yeah, Shane, thanks for joining, man. Hopefully I'll see you on the next stream, dude.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. I enjoyed that.
Please, man. Yeah, it's good. We need to get back into the flow of things and start growing this viewership, man.
Yeah, agreed. And if we were a bit rusty, like we already said we were, we do apologize. Hope you give us a chance in the future.
I will rename one of my loadouts to Overload, just for you guys.
Yeah, in honor of this flop.
All right, guys, I'm gonna stop the audio for now, and we're gonna stop the stream session. So thanks, guys, for tuning in. I know it's just a few of you, but I hope you enjoyed it. Cheers, guys.
Yeah.